Hey, 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 Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Starfield. We're on the surface of Mars because we have a couple of things we need to look at. And they are these geophysical features, so we can get this place marked off and we actually get some data we can sell. Lord knows I could use the money. So we're going to go to this one first. We'll poof back to the ship, and then we'll go to the other one. Simplicity itself. The hardest part is just, well, the walking. What's that down there? The biochemical depot. Don't care. More aqueous hematite. It would help if we got closer. And aim better. Was there more? It was acting like there was more. Weird. But hey, I don't think I'm going to complain about that. Use that to make, I think it was pick me up. Okay, you can always use more lead. This isn't like Fallout where you get lead by the bucket and you don't really need it. Uh-oh. We got something going on. No critters here, no Martians. The only Martians on Mars live in Cydonia.
Wonder isn't limited to planets with native life forms. I hope we have time to take some scans.
We got a similar geostructure that we still need to explore over that way. Might do that one instead. Okay. There's two things we need to scan here, so let's look around. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Hate it when that happens. Oh, here we go. What's that? That's a colonist.
I don't take photos of people. Sorry.
Whoa. That's cool. No, seriously. The sun rising in the Martian atmosphere is pretty damn cool looking. Ah, here we go. Here's what we're looking for. Iron meteorites. So we need to find another one? Is that the one I found? Yeah, that's the one I found. Right, there should be another one around here somewhere. Alright, and we just gotta find another one around here. Oh, we went a little too far away. Yeah, that's the one we found. Hey, water. Okay. I know it doesn't say that we have any marked for use, but I know we're going to need it. Here we go.
That right there. Did you get it?
Sludge pools. Alright. So now, where's the other spot we need to look for? It's over this way. Let's go get it. As we walk over a lead deposit. Well, a vein. Deposits are what we hit up. The veins are what you need an outpost for. But I'm pretty sure if y'all watching my channel, you're smart enough to figure that out. You don't need me explaining that to you. Aqueous hematite, aqueous hematite. Oh, excellent. Aqueous hematite seems to be only available on Mars. So for whatever reason, we need to get more. And we'll need to come back and just try and find some. There are ways to get to it. We know where to get it. Alright, only one thing left and we're running to it. So, and look at that, more aqueous hematite. Alright, let's let this thing charge. Alright. More lead.
Something terrifying and impressive realizing just how inhospitable this world is to life.
Well, when there's no oxygen. Okay, we have 4 things we need to scan here. Holy shnikes. A heat leech. Where'd the little shit go? There it is. What the hell? If only you guys knew what the hell these things really were. We'll get to that. Holy shnikes. Stony meteorite. Oh, a rock pile. Don't know what it was, don't care, grabbing it. Okay, there's 2, so we need to find 2 more of those stony meteorites. And nothing more disturbing than a heat leech colony. Okay. Alright, 1 more. So we follow around in the outcarvings here. We will eventually find that last one. And then we'll be done with Mars, as as an explorable. Okay, we're back at the heat leeches. And did I really just walk through something like an idiot? Yes. Yes, I did. Oh, over. There it is.
You know, I appreciate data collection. It's safe, it's smart, it's valuable.
And 200 XP, I'm not going to sneeze at. Okay, so we are done with Mars. Let's get back to the ship. Okay, we're going to get up. And we're just going to go through our stuff real quick. Okay. Okay, we need to go through our weapons. That much is for sure. So we got some survey data we do need to sell. I mean, the Jemison and the Cassiopeia 1s are worth a ton. Don't know which one that's to, but here we are nonetheless. And okay, so we need to go through. Hold on, let's just double check, make sure we do the synthamine ham. I think the chicken's going to be useful for something. I know the lettuce will be. It's just a lot of this is for stuff that we haven't learned yet. Okay, let's look at that real quick. Just make sure we have what we need. Okay, okay, well, the boom pops aren't very good for O2 recovery. They're good enough, and they will cancel some things out. We'll put the Terror Brew back. How are we doing on beers, which do help with our. Okay, we got one. Okay, we need two more because I have a feeling we're going to need them pretty soon. All right. Alright, we have the infused bandages solely for whatever that's for. Macerations, puncture wounds. Okay, so the frostbite and the burns, right. Make sure we have enough of those. We have 5. We only need 3. Whoops. Do we need more carrying capacity things? I don't think we have that many. Let's double check. We have that one chicken marsala. And there we go. Single malls. We don't need that many amps. Okay, we have a couple of anchored immobilizers. Good. We'll put the Neurojack back. We don't need that, only for when we're researching. Okay, we'll need one more wine. Heal paste is used for... yeah. Okay, don't need any more of that kind of treatment. That's used for crafting. Okay, we'll be... alright, that should be good for now. Oh, wait, the weapons. Do need to sort ourselves, and I do apologize for that, everybody. Okay. Put up what we're not using for now. And what we're going to do... actually, we're going to put up everything. We're going to bring up a tab here. I do this every single time. And we will sort by... whoops. Okay, good, good, good. Let's close that. Sort by rounds. Okay. So this is our long-range beast. Still using that. Even though it doesn't do much damage straight up, the bleed effects could be really ridiculous. Problem is, with that fire rate, you're just going to chew through ammo at a ridiculous clip. I will, however, go with this Urban Eagle. That would be a good... that would be good to have right now. Alright. There we go. Okay. Favorite is B. We'll select that there. Okay, we need to find the workbench for our weapons. There it is. Let's see what we can do with this Urban Eagle. Let's give it a bit longer of a barrel. Does that extend our range? It did a little bit. Okay, can we get a laser sight? Okay, we're missing neon. Of course we are. I don't mind the short suppressor. Keep the tactical grip, that's fine. Improve the magazine a bit. And we can't do anything with the internals. We don't have the skill. Alright, that'll do. Okay, now that that's been dealt with, we need to head back to New Atlantis. We need to go to the Mast District. So let's go do that. Okay, we are just outside of Mast Headquarters. They actually put us on the bottom level. We do not need to be in the bottom level. And let's go where we need to be.
Captain, over here.
There she is. Adrian's patiently waiting for us.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
This V Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
What did your father do to merit being executed?
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC.
Oof.
But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him.
You're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, it's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
So honestly, what are the risks of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Any suggestions on what I should say to the cabinet?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Your eyes. They're red. Is that a result of the cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Are you willing to tell me any more about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Don't have any questions. No.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Recruits. I certainly couldn't say no.
To the cabinet we go. And at the cabinet we are. And here we go.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Yes, if the fear is the data being weaponized, the Terramore program failed. The data is not dangerous.
It's forbidden knowledge for a reason, right? The reason being we weren't ready for it then. The question now is, how far have we come since then?
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. Stop by sometime.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
Okay?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Okay, so... yeah. So that's where we're at, and we're going to have to leave it here, unfortunately. This is a horrible spot to leave it, I know. But unfortunately, we're running long on time, and we'll have to pick it up on the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in and to help this channel grow. This has been Big Dave, the Middle Age Gamer. This is Starfield, and it's finally getting exciting. I'll see you all next time.